matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport, more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations, stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. So the Auburn Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. While it didn't have the drama we've come to expect in past Iron Bowls, last year's game in Tuscaloosa was certainly one where Auburn fans had to feel as if they missed some opportunities.
No, Alabama didn't make it easy on themselves last year either, because they turned it over 4 different times. In the end, it was Jalen Milroe.
Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team,
lots of room to run. He's loose. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They think there's room to run to the right here. Jukes his way for more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet. And this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Yo, what's up, Titan Brindle? Can you hear me?
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense,
I got a spin back, because I know he dead.
You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line. Guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what
Yo, can you hear me?
Throughout his career.
Put back in the backfield, he gets the
We eat those. We eat them Auburn Purbays. Yeah, baby.
In a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass.
Sneed it.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return.
I ain't got it. You watching this, bro?
Yardage, it really sets up this offense nicely. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this.
Bro, he's not even watching it anymore.
They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield.
Hey, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's not at 5 a.m.
And takes it in. Touchdown! opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Lost 1 deep down the right side. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every...
There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires it incomplete. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got it inside the 15. Quarterback gets the first down. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Alston. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. To the air, it's Daniels. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll pull it down. There he goes! Wide open spaces. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
He does a really good job dropping back to pass, and he wanted to pass, but man, so dynamic. Season opening, takes off, makes a huge play. And if you think the crowd was excited before that, now they're really lit.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Alabama! Hold that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll do it himself. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looked looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Buys a little time. Quarterback gets enough. Still on his feet at the 45. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to Lyle. Might as well stick with him. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Auburn sends out the punting unit. On his way from around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Russell. Might be looking to run. He'll try. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Trying to surprise him with the pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more before that trip to the house. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred. Doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out, playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Made a defender miss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. In the red area, it's Miller. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. Coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give and tick, 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 tick. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Russell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The sweet feet buy a little time. QB got it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Nice move to keep running. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move on field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. What a cut. Now he's loose. It's a seam wide open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Direct snap. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice move there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward movement. Stopped for a short gain. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. A strike downfield. It's a running room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.